in every way.
30 years of joyfulness. Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the Midday News. The Midday News is live on Joy 99.7 FM and Hits 103.9 FM here in Accra, on Love 99.5 FM in Kumasi, and on myjoyonline.com. We are also live in all 16 regions of Ghana via our various affiliates, live on X Spaces and Facebook. The Midday News is supported by Petrosol Platinum Energy, energizing dreams. Coming up, Parliament's Public Accounts Committee expresses displeasure over the absence of the Chief Director of the Office of Government Machinery, forcing it to suspend proceedings.
Letter from the Public Accounts Committee inviting Office of the President.
Yes, Honorable.
Why didn't you turn up at 10?
Because there were a few things that I needed to tidy up in the office. Asked that they should take the lead.
Chief Director, how long have you been with the ministry?
27 years, please.
27 years. You should know better.
But will there be sanctions for the Chief Director?
We are not happy. We have gotten an indication that they are on their way. Today we are going to pardon, but in future we expect the political heads to appear before the committee. I think
the full force of the police awaits anyone attempting to foment chaos in Akutia on September 2. That's the warning from the IGP ahead of the upcoming by-election.
Nobody can come to this constituency to come and cause any trouble. And we want to assure Ghanaians that the police is ready to handle any type of thing that may come in Akutia. We are ready with the men. We have the men.
In sports,
the German Bundesliga has signed away its streaming rights for the new football season to a YouTuber in a landmark move for content creation.
And later in the bulletin, in our climate focus series today, we spotlight the introduction of solar-powered threshers to farmers, an innovation aimed at reducing carbon emissions and promoting sustainable agriculture.
The solar-powered thresher has replaced the diesel-run model, utilizing clean energy to thresh crops while promoting sustainable, climate-friendly, renewable energy use and reducing operational cost. It aims to facilitate the transition from fossil fuels.
These and more with me, Ofori. This is Joy News, independent, fearless, and credible. Do stay. In our first story, Parliament's Public Accounts Committee this morning suspended its sitting after the Chief Director of the Office of Government Machinery failed to appear before it. Members of the committee expressed their displeasure at the absence, describing it as a setback to the ongoing public hearings into the Auditor General's report. The Chief Director was expected to provide clarifications on queries raised against the Office of Government Machinery. Chairman of the committee, Abna Osei-Asare, stressed that the presence of the principal officers is crucial to ensure accountability and transparency in the use of public funds.
Who is the head of Office of Government Machinery?
That is the Chief Director I spoke to.
The Chief Director is the head of Office of Government Machinery.
That's the arrangement.
And Dr. Wayo has been in the system for God knows when. You take up responsibility, come and discharge your mandate per the responsibility you have taken, and you are running away from that responsibility. Please take the Public Accounts Committee serious. You are supposed to appear here with your head, the head of the entity, so that if your head is not here, you cannot come and sit here and say you are taking that responsibility. And the letter we wrote to you was very, very clear. So respectfully, wherever he is, he has to come for us to continue with proceedings. That is part of his mandate as the Chief Director of the Office of Government Machinery. When we take up roles, we live by them and we discharge the mandates every time we are called upon to do that.
So you heard that the chairman of the Public Accounts Committee, Abna Osei-Asare. Well, the sitting was subsequently adjourned with the committee directing the Chief Director to appear at the next session without fail. My colleague James Aveji is there for Joy News and joins me on the line. James, you spoke to the Vice Chairman of the committee, Davis Poku, on what the committee will do.
Yes, Pearl. So my inquiry was really established as to whether or not the chief director or the deputy chief of staff at the presidency was expected to represent the committee, because when you listen to the interactions with Abena Osasari and this representative a bit longer, the split or the confusion was whether or not it was supposed to be the chief director or a deputy chief of staff at the presidency. And so that was what I tried to inquire from him on what the convention has been in the past years, and also to know whether they'll be taking any action on their lateness. But he gave me the explanation by shy away from recommending any punitive measure to the two of them for failing to attend to the committee on time. We can listen to the vice chairman, David Sofoku-Mensah.
At best, the minister who is responsible for any agency that is invited by the Public Accounts Committee should be present. If you are unable to make it, then you need to give us a written response and probably maybe send your deputy minister to come with the agencies involved, including the chief director. And it looks like people want to take advantage of a certain period that we are in just to, for want of word, disrespect or to sidestep that powers that have been given to the committee.
What has been the convention as far as the government machinery is concerned? Who heads the team to appear before the Public Accounts Committee?
Well, I have been a member of this committee at least in the last 5 years, and I know that in times past, deputy chief of staffs usually come with the office of the government machinery to answer questions that pertains to their ministry.
You have adjourned briefly for 30 minutes to allow either the chief director or the chief of staff to appear before. If after the 30 minutes none of them shows up, what's next? What will be the decision of the committee?
Well, we are not happy, as we earlier on suggested, and we are hoping that they come. We have gotten an indication that they are on their way. At least the chief director is on his way. Today we are going to pardon. We would accept the chief director. But in future, we expect the political heads, persons who have been given that power by the president, persons who the Constitution hold responsible for their actions, to appear before the committee. I think.
James, do we know if the chief director and the deputy chief of staff are present at the sit-in?
Yes, so the chief director, Dr. Wayo, formally appeared before the committee at exactly 11:06 a.m. And I can tell you that it looks like his words are not yet over, because even the representative from the Council of State, which he was expected to bring together with him, were also absent, and he doesn't seem to have any answers as to why even the Council of State is not present to answer questions. The Northern Development Authority is here with him, but in his initial interaction with the committee leadership, he's been explaining to them why he failed to attend to the committee within the stipulated time.
Acting Chief Director, did you get the letter from the Public Accounts Committee inviting Office of the President or Office of Government Machinery to today's hearing, please?
Yes, Honorable.
Why didn't you turn up at 10 for the meeting, as stipulated in the letter?
I was to come with them, and I asked that because there were a few things that I needed to tidy up in the office. So I asked that they should take the lead.
Chief Director, how long have you been with the ministry? Or how long have you been with the public service?
27 years, please.
27 years. You should know better. I wasn't expecting you to come and give any explanation, but to just say that, yes, you received it, you are sorry, can we start? It cost the nation close to an hour because we're waiting for you. You are the head of the entity. You have been given that mandate, that role. And you have to come here to discharge your responsibility, tell us you were tidying up something in the office. I don't think this is the way to go.
Thank you so much. Truth be told, because I just used the Quran to, if I didn't know what I wanted to do, we even go beyond 9 o'clock. But unfortunately, I needed to present what I did to a superior officer. And that is where the delay occurred. I'm very sorry for that.
I'm sure you come to Parliament for budget hearing.
Yes. Yes, please.
Would you send them without you coming?
No, please.
Well, you had excerpts of what transpired at the Public Accounts Committee sitting, and thank you so much, James Aveji, for giving us the update. Away from the sit-ins, the Inspector General of Police, Christian Tete Yohonu, has warned that the police will not tolerate any form of violence or disruption during the upcoming by-election in Akwatia. Speaking to recruits at the police training school in Shomatin in the Eastern region, the IGP said the service is fully prepared to deal with troublemakers. He revealed that the police will carry what he called prison wheels to immediately arrest and transport anyone who attempts to foment chaos.
We want to assure Ghanaians that the police is ready to handle any type of thing that may come in Akwatia. We are ready with the men. We have the men. We have the men who can handle this situation. And then our eyes are red for Akwatia, and nobody should think of coming to cause trouble. No political party should mobilize men to come and foment trouble. And nobody should have in mind the intention of snatching a ballot box. We have prepared our men adequately to handle this situation. And that I informed the political parties as I met them yesterday. What I told them is that we are going in with Black Marias. Do you understand what is Black Maria? Black Maria is the prison on wheel. We have a truck that is well prepared to keep people who cause trouble, prisoners. We keep them in, and then before finally we discharge them at the police cells or whatever it is.
You heard that the IGP Christian Tete Yohonu. The West African Examinations Council (WAEC) has cautioned candidates sitting for the 2025 West African Senior School Certificate Examination (WASSCE) that they risk losing their entire result if caught engaging in any form of examination malpractice. The council says it has intensified its regulatory measures this year to curb cheating, collusion and other forms of misconduct at the examination centres. According to WAEC officials, measures such as strict supervision, increased security presence and enhanced monitoring systems have been rolled out nationwide. Well, the move is aimed at protecting the integrity of the examination. Ernest Akoto Yeboah is the Ashanti Regional Controller of WAEC.
So if you bring in a piece of paper with or without any inscription on it, you are caught, we complete a report, and you may lose your subject result, the subject you were writing when you were caught with a piece of paper. It is, as I said, classified as a foreign material, but a mobile phone is also a foreign material. But if you are found with a mobile phone in the examination room and fully established, you may lose your entire result. And if I say entire result, the ones you've written and the ones you are yet to write, if it is established that you brought a mobile phone, then you will not even receive a result, any result. Then, apart from that, there are some things that if people are involved, like impersonation or attack on examination officials and the like, where after losing your entire result, you may be suspended from writing examinations conducted by the council for a number of years. In fact, some kind of cases may even affect the school itself. Yes, if it is mass cheating and it is to some level or a number of times, then the school itself may lose its recognition, or we may withdraw the recognition of the school.
You hear that the Ashanti Regional Comptroller of WAEC, Ernest Akoto Yeboah. Well, my colleague Stephen Mensah was at one of the centres in Accra and reports.
Across Ghana, thousands of students are beginning a crucial journey today, the 2025 West African Senior School Certificate Examination. At the Accra Academy Centre, a total of 1,729 candidates are writing this year, including students from 3 private schools hosted here. Today, they start with the oral English paper. Isaac Cheneboa is the headmaster for Accra Academy in charge of academics.
You have written to the Connecticut Police. So as I speak, we have a policeman inside there, a policewoman inside there. For security, why we don't have any problem. Everything is in place. Our headmaster is here. As now here, we are all around. And we have vigilators also there. We have read all examination etiquette to them and they are aware, and so we are making sure that everything goes on smoothly.
For many candidates, this moment is a combination of months of hard work, late night studies and preparation.
It went well because we were well prepared. We had series of tests all the time. At first we thought it was difficult because it was difficult on the preparation ground. When we came here it was easy.
We were well prepared. I would say I was very well prepared, and whatever I was expecting to, that was the same thing I got. So, by the grace of God, we know we'll come out with flying colors too.
The students are expected to write series of these examinations throughout the month of August and September. Reporting for Joy News from Accra Academy, I am Stephen Mensah.
Let's stay on the story because the Director of Public Affairs at WAEC, John Kapi, has been speaking to Joy News about the security arrangements and measures in place to ensure a smooth exercise.
As we speak, we've not recorded anything that will call for any urgent action. So believe that, and we pray that it continues this way so that everybody is able to write the exam in an atmosphere that is acceptable.
John Kapi, Director of Public Affairs at WAEC. The Association of Ghana Industries is urging caution over President John Mahama's proposal to scrap the minimum capital requirement for foreign investors under the Ghana Investment Promotion Center Act, Act 865. While not outrightly opposing the move, AGI President Seth Chuma Kwabwa says more dialogue is needed, stressing that capital requirements for investors who set up without Ghanaian partners must not be entirely scrapped. The GIPC Act, designed to safeguard local businesses, currently obliges foreign firms to commit between $200,000 to $1 million before operating. Listen to the president announcing upcoming reforms on the ACT in Japan.
Reviewing the Ghana Investment Promotion Center Act, some barriers were put to foreign investment. You had to prove that you had brought in a certain amount of money to be classified as a foreign investor. In the reviewed Ghana Investment Promotion Center Act, we're removing those minimal capital investments. This will enable any investor, however little money you have, $100,000, $50,000, to be able to come in and set up a business in Ghana. Again, we have a track record for hosting Japanese companies. And as you saw from the list there by Madam Jetro, Executive Vice President, the number of Japanese companies that are operating in Ghana is significant, and we're expecting that that should expand. From Simon's presentation, he told you about $152 million has been invested over the last few decades. We believe that there is growth room for improvement and expanded investment from Japan. We're moving just not only from overseas development assistance, but we're moving to trade and investment. And the private sector will be that engine of growth.
You heard President John Dramani Mahama. Well, the AGI CEO said Chuma Kwabwa believes the capital requirements needs more careful consideration before an action is taken. He spoke on Joy News Desk.
There's the aspect that has to do with the partnerships, joint ventureship between the foreign investor and the Ghanaian. For those ones, we want to relax it as much as possible and then make sure that you have the Ghanaian equity in it. And if you raise it too high, then the Ghanaian, if he's unable to come up with a certain level of equity, he doesn't have majority shares. So it makes sense to reduce the minimum capital requirements to the barest possible minimum so that the Ghanaian contribution will be substantial enough to have reasonable equity and have a say in the business. So I think for that reason, sometimes looking at the minimum capital requirements, it's important. And then if you want foreign direct investment, for a wholly foreign-owned business, in that case, you want to have some minimum capital requirements so that you attract people within a certain echelon of the business to come into the country.
From your submission so far, you disagree that the capital requirement should be scrapped entirely?
I believe it's something worth discussing. It shouldn't be scrapped, or it should be scrapped entirely. The dynamics are straightforward, and that's what I've tried to explain. There must be reasoning behind every action.
Now, farmers in Ghana are turning the corner on tradition, moving away from diesel-powered threshers to a cleaner, smarter, and more sustainable alternative. The solar-powered thresher, developed by ePowers in collaboration with Redal, is designed to cut emissions, lower costs, and ease the workload of cereal farmers. Built to last for decades, it can run throughout the day and store power for use at night, and even in cloudy conditions. Mohammed Nuruddin has more in this report on our climate focus series.
The solar-powered thresher has replaced the diesel-run model utilizing clean energy to thresh crops while promoting sustainable, climate-friendly, renewable energy use and reducing operational cost. It aims to facilitate a transition from fossil fuels to cleaner energy sources for threshing and alleviate the labor-intensive task associated with diesel-powered threshers. This innovation will help farmers more efficiently prepare their produce for market. Aramani Tevia from E-Powers Construction explains how the solar energy is captured and stored for use.
This system has been built intelligently in order to cut when there is an over voltage, under voltage, and also other faults that the system is able to detect.
The system will last between 20 and 30 years of usage.
This system is built to last for about 6 hours every day. That can be able to help these farmers in order to thresh their maize, their millet, their sorghum, and other cereals they currently farm over here. These batteries is also, as I stated, helping them in order to actually save them power so that during the night and cloudy condition, they can be able to use it.
The solar-powered thresher will be managed by the Post-Redial Management Committee to ensure that beneficiaries of the project continue to benefit from the gains of the project. The Redial Monitoring and Evaluation Officer, Faustina Power, says the introduction of the solar system is part of the collective efforts of sustainable agriculture and climate action.
The Redial project introducing the thresher is aimed at contributing to lower emissions. As we are all aware, emissions is on the rise, and one of the key contributors is fossil fuel. And so the introduction of the solar is to harness the benefits of green energy, which would ensure that the production and the threshing services are done without emission.
Climate Focus is brought to you by Joy News in partnership with Youth Bridge Foundation, bridging gaps for positive youth development, and the Climate Development Knowledge Network.
You're listening to the Midday News. When we return, we'll tell you why there is heavy security in Kumasi today. We have that and sports later.
When budgets are tight and money difficult to come by, you want to be sure you get the best value for your money. These are not times to be spending money fixing expensive engine problems because of cheap fuel and lubricants. Drive to a petrol source station today and buy your quality fuel and lubricants, and rest assured of fuel that lasts long and lubricants that prevent expensive engine problems. Hear the sound. Petrosol, clean fuel in full quantity.
When I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth with Kale Charcoal toothpaste. This gives me confidence all day.
Anytime you meet Amma, don't be surprised I smile showing my beautiful white teeth because I don't have cavity thanks to Kale Charcoal toothpaste for its natural charcoal properties. In fact, we are like twins. I can't go without my Kale Charcoal toothpaste.
That be why I dey use Kale Charcoal toothpaste morning and night when I dey go bed safe. It dey make my teeth white when it dey comot every scent from my mouth inside. My confidence level they go up, so I dey show my 32 teeth all.
Introducing the Kale Charcoal toothpaste, formulated with activated bamboo charcoal powder, ensures whiter teeth and removes bad breath. The strong natural property of the activated bamboo charcoal removes bacteria, absorbs surface stains on our teeth caused by coffee, wines, and tobacco. Welcome, Kale Charcoal toothpaste. Kale Charcoal toothpaste, Sankofa Yenchi.
Kale, happy smile.
This advert is FDA approved.
Wherever you are, the game is nothing without you. It's on like never before this season. Every major league, every cup, every qualifier, the players, kudos, Semenyo, Iñaki, the goals, the emotions, and the bragging rights. It's all on SuperSport, available on DSTV and GoTV. Get your DSTV decoder at 89 cedis and GoTV decoder at 399 cedis. DSTV, your home of entertainment. Go TV. Love it.
Junior, your school bus will soon get here. Hurry up.
Mommy,
My hand is aching me and I'm feeling cold. Honey, Junior's temperature is too high and he feels feverish.
Oh, baby. So you didn't give him the Encamol paracetamol syrup that I gave you the last time?
Oh, no, I forgot.
Okay, you know what? It's not too late. Just give him Encamol and he'll be fine in no time. Encamol paracetamol syrup, a strawberry-flavored paracetamol syrup, and it's specially made for children aged 3 months to 12 years. It helps manage pain like headaches, teething pain, and fever. And guess what? Because of the strawberry flavor, the kids enjoy taking it.
I can tell from the way he's licking his lips. And look at how he's dumping around. Hurry up and go to school, Junior.
Yes, now you can get Encamol paracetamol syrup in all pharmacy shops. For bulk purchase, go to NK Pharma Head Office, Abelinkwe, or call 050-658-8315. This advert is FDA approved.
The winning season is back, but this time I am collecting the wins like jollof at a wedding. The luckiest season 3 is here. Your chance to flip your luck or maybe your bank accounts too.
2 easy ways to join. Dial *712#. Hit 1 to buy for you or 2 to gift a friend. Feeling lucky? Pick 1 for a random number or hit 2 to choose your own. Pay with mobile money. Done. You're in.
Or go to the luckiestafrica.com, click community tickets, choose your number or let the system do so for you. You can buy a ticket for your boo or your favorite barber. Pay with Momo or card if you're abroad.
1 ticket could turn your 1 Ghana cedi into 500 times more. And the whole community could win 10 times over.
Dial *712# or log on.
Let's get lucky together because luck is everywhere.
You're welcome back to the Midday News. And Achu Tamaklo is here. You have some news for us on the Joy Sports Invitation.
Yes, Pearl, do you swim?
No, I don't.
You should. Because on Saturday you will be swimming.
I can run.
Yes, the 50-meter dash is something that I think you can try at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. She's talking about the Joy Sports Invitational, which returns on Saturday, this Saturday, 23rd of August, 2025. But away from that, the German Bundesliga has become the first major European football league to award part of its live broadcasting rights in the United Kingdom to a content creator with That's Football, a channel hosted by the online personality Mark Goldbridge to show football matches this season. The new agreement is due to be announced later today and is expected to be in place for the Bundesliga's first round of games this weekend, starting with Friday night's clash between defending champions Bayern Munich and RB Leipzig at the Allianz Arena.
Achitamatok, thank you for bringing us the latest in the world of sports. Now, Health Minister Kwabena Mintah Kando has confirmed that some arrests have been made in connection with the alleged assault on some nurses and other health professionals at the Greater Accra Regional Hospital. The incident happened when a social media influencer named Ralph Afo Williams complained about service delivery when he visited the facility seeking treatment. Listen to him in a live video he did there.
So who is in charge, bro? No, I mean, this is not needed. This is not needed. Let's just do the right thing. Somebody should just be inactive. Somebody should call somebody. Somebody should come and attend to somebody. That's it. That is all we are asking for. There should be any sense agency, please. In as much as anyway, into right?
Well, the minister who visited the hospital on Tuesday noted a committee has been set up to look into the incident and assured that steps are being taken to beef up hospital security. He also noted that the ministry is engaged in the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association to address their concerns.
One of the things that came to fore was how we can quickly beef up the security at the hospital. Right. So once we were looking at beefing up the local or the internal security, we also got in touch with the Ghana Police to be able to help us once and then. And quite apart from that, and one of the main reasons why I can tell you I'm personally involved in communicating this matter under normal circumstances, maybe the communication aspect of the ministry would have.
You hear that the Health Minister Kwabena Mintah Kando. Let's take you to the Ashanti region now because there is heavy security there ahead of the Asante Man's 1 week observation. We have our correspondent Nana Konedi Yadom. Nana, tell us more.
Well, our security arrangements, just as you said, are being enhanced at the Mensah Palace ahead of the 1 week observation tomorrow. Several road blockages have been made by the Ghana Police Service, making sure that this place remains a security zone for the 1 week observation. We have lots of dignitaries expected to be here, and the book of condolence has been also set up for the president and other ministers of state and all other protocol members who will be coming in to go sign in for the late Asante Hima Nana Kunedu Yadom Nasad.
Well, you heard that my colleague in the Ashanti region, Nana Buachi Yadom. And it's time for what's trending on social media. Jackie is here.
With Adobia today. Hi, so the first day trending is Ralph. Ralph has been trending since last night, and so many people are condemning the act from yesterday, where he went, you know what happened at Ridge, where he was filming vulnerable people and all of that. So many people, netizens, are criticizing and condemning his action. You know, yesterday we had the health minister on the pulse, and he also condemned the act. So I'll just take one quick comment over here. But also, before the comments, the other side of it is people are also questioning how quick some of our nurses are in responding to emergency cases. But that's not really what is trending. It's just his behavior that was unacceptable. So someone says Ralph must be arrested, and so many people are agreeing to that. So that's what's trending.
Okay, and you know, Shatawale, some weeks ago, Yoko seized this car. Exactly. Now he's a typical example of this song, Stubborn Academy. He's actually bought another one. This is a purple Lamborghini, and a lot of people congratulating him on social media. Yeah.
Stubborn Academy, Stubborn Academy, Stubborn Academy, Stubborn Academy, Stubborn Academy. How much be your salary?
Thank you, Adobia and Jackie, for bringing us what's trending on social media. And that's how we end the midday news.